and I didn't really understand what was happening. And it was because I'd been gone and I had become disconnected. Well, I had a couple friends who own a bike shop, and they were saying, you should hang out with us. And I was amazed at how whenever we hung out, they all rode bikes everywhere. And I always had to get my car. So I started getting on my bike and I started riding with those guys, and immediately my energy level changed. When you get in your car, the first thing you do is you start it, you turn the radio on, and you disconnect from everything that's going on outside, and you're concerned about your business. But when you're on a bike, you really have to deal with everything, whether it be the environment, the dog chasing you, whatever it might be. And that for me was beautiful. And I got to reconnect with the people, because when I would ride down the street, people would say, hey, and I'd say, hey, and that would change my energy level instantaneously if I was in a bad mood, because I would forget what that bad mood was about, because I was so amazed that the people of Detroit were so friendly, because for the longest time, they had me believing they weren't. And so we started this just for ourselves. It was merely a thing for Mike and I to do. But then we decided that if we got so much positive energy out of it, we needed to pass that along to other people and have them feel that. So we started Slow Roll. And we started Slow Roll, and we named it that because we wanted everybody to be welcome. You know, when most people think of biking, they think of spandex and helmet and fast. We wanted to take all of that away and make everybody, from the smallest child to the oldest senior citizen, feel welcome. And we had no idea that it would turn into this thing, but in reality, when I think about it, it's Detroit. And Detroit has always been an innovator and a maker. And so when we made this, once I thought about it, it made perfect sense, because Detroit has always been my community, and I just brought this to it. So we brought that to Mackinac. We were invited to bring it out to Mackinac because a lot of people up here haven't experienced it. And so hopefully you can taste this little bit of it. We're gonna go 8 miles with a few people, and then you can come to Detroit and ride with 5,000 to 6,000 people. Last year, I think we hit up around there, and I guarantee you this year, you know, we're doing some amazing things, and the city's doing some amazing things. So we hope to maybe hit, Jeff doesn't want to hear me say that, he's the lawyer. He does 8,000 hopefully, you know, this year, and really break some records and put Detroit on the map. And like she said, we're also in Cleveland, Buffalo, Washington, D.C., Chicago. We just launched Minneapolis, Twin Cities. Do we still count Sweden? Yeah, we're huge in Sweden.
Don't talk about Sweden.
Don't talk about Sweden. We're huge in Sweden. So thank you for coming out, and let's get on these bikes. And I'm in a little bit of a rush today because, believe it or not, I am riding here. Then I get back on the ferry when I'm done, and we do our biggest ride of the year, really, in Detroit, our Grand Prix ride. The only time that bikes are ever allowed on the Grand Prix track is with us. So I get off this and go back to Detroit and ride. So when we're done, any questions that you might have, Jeff is going to stay up here. He's on the board of Slow Roll, and he can answer any of your questions, and he'll be here the whole time to hang out with you guys and spread the love.
We're going to do the entire circumference of the island, 8.2 miles. So stick with us. It's not a race. It's slow. It's easy. I want to thank St. Joseph Mercy Health System for sponsoring this. The CEO is here, Rob.